Yo, welcome back to another video, gamers. For today's video, we're going to be playing Pokemon Moon Emerald. The majority of the server voted that I played this game and do a full shiny run through. Before the video starts and before I forget, just as a reminder, if you want to give me possible video ideas for future videos and join the Discord fun, click the link in the description and join the Discord server. Another thing I want to say is I didn't put all the clips I recorded, mainly because I didn't want to waste too much time, and also because this video would be super long, like 50 minutes or so maybe. So what I basically did is I just cut up all the good parts and I put them in this video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, or whatever YouTubers usually say. First thing I had to do was choose my starter, which was kind of hard. Not really, I just chose Rowlet. The first wild Pokemon I encountered was a shiny Rockruff, but unfortunately I couldn't catch it without any Pokeballs. So instead, I ended up killing the Rockruff. Then I got Rowlet and named him Orb. After that, I battled May and defeated her Pokemon. Then I got the running shoes, which I still don't understand this trope. Like, why do I need shoes to run? This will always baffle me, but Pokemon never had logic to begin with, so let's move on. While I was gaining XP, I found another teammate, a shiny Yungoos, which I named Patrick. Not even a couple seconds later, I found a shiny Grubbin, which I added to the team of course, and I named him Tiny. While I was getting XP, I found another shiny, a Pick-a-Peck, named it Big Bird, and then added it to the team. Then after that, I had found another shiny, a Riolu, caught it, and added it to the team as well. But before I took on the first gym, I of course leveled up my Pokemon because I didn't want to make the mistake of going in there firsthand and then just losing. So I took a while, maybe like a couple minutes or so, getting them to like level 20 or a bit higher. And then I was able to sweep her team with just 2 or 1 Pokemon. Now, I'm not fully sure why, but I forgot to do something very important in this town. You'll see what I mean later in the video. I battled May again to get some EXP, and of course I won the battle. Next, I went to the bike rental place to pick out a bike, and I chose Acro because Acro is the best bike, you know. We all know that, right? Now, I'm probably going to say this a lot throughout the video, but I did a lot of EXP farming because these Pokemon in the gyms were just crazy over leveled. Like, some of my Pokemon were only level 9 and 10. I don't understand. Some of these gym challenges have like level 20 or 30 Pokemon. But once I came back with the right leveled Pokemon, I was able to take out his team with ease. I did more leveling up and I came across a Torchic inside of the cave, but it was a bit upsetting that it wasn't shiny, so that meant I couldn't catch it and put it on the team. So I had to leave this Torchic here. Once again, I did a lot, and I mean a lot of leveling up because I was not taking on this fire gym with only level 20 Pokemon. And I'm gonna be honest, it took me like a good hour to get these Pokemon to level 50 because I really wanted to make sure I could just sweep this gym because the fire gym is pretty annoying. Once I got my Pokemon to a good level and had them with better moves, I went to take on the fire gym. Seeing that my Pokemon was level 50 against our level 30 Pokemon, this was kind of unfair, but then again, I was not coming in this gym with level 20 or 30 Pokemon. This game likes to just deceive you to the point where you could have level 40 and you still lose, so I just had to be sure. Remember when earlier in the video I said I had forgot something to do in the Dewford town? This is when I had realized when I was running around in circles thinking I forgot something in one of the other towns, and then I came to realize that I didn't do the Dewford gym, so I had to go all the way back just to do the gym. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of mad, but at the same time I was laughing because I really don't know how I forgot to do this gym. But it was easy because these Pokemon were just super underleveled. Now that that gym was done, I was able to take on my father's gym, which, side note, it's pretty cool that this is literally the only Pokemon game where the protagonist has a father, but at the same time it's kind of sad because it makes you think, where's the other characters' fathers, you know?
It's been a year, Daddy. I really miss you. Mommy says you want to...
I took on Norman and his team was kind of challenging. If they would have kept his slacking, it would have been a bit more harder, but I guess they switched it out for something better. After defeating Norman, I obtained Surf and went to the next town, but of course we had to battle May one more time, and you guys will never believe who won this battle. Before taking on the next gym, I of course leveled up my Pokemon a bit more, but I had found out from a little birdie that you can find Trico in this area, so of course I looked around for Trico for like a while, even off recording, and I was looking to find a shiny Trico so I could add it to my team, and when I eventually found it, I was extremely happy, caught it, and added it to the team. Now that my team is all leveled up and I evolved Trico, of course, I can now take on the flying type gym. This gym was kind of easy, but I did have to use Big Bird first since her first Pokemon was a Gliscor, so electric type moves wouldn't work on it. Once all was said and done, I obtained the flying badge and went to the next town. To this day, I still don't know why Archie and Maxie had used the color orbs that obviously didn't go with Groudon or Kyogre. Like, you'd think they'd be super smart rocket scientists, but he chose the blue orb and used it on a red Pokemon. Now that I was at the next town, I went to take on the Psychic Gym, which still gives me flashbacks from that one Pokemon Emerald livestream that we will not mention, but I got through this gym pretty easily and defeated the two twins Pokemon and moved on to the next town. You know, I'm starting to think Maxie and Archie are colorblind, because there's no way they mixed these colors up that bad, but whatever floats their boat, I guess. Now we come up to Groudon and Kyogre fighting. You'd have to be a complete imbecile to think you should get close to those two Pokemon. I mean, it takes a— oh my gosh, these things look so cool. Like, look at Kyogre and Groudon. Like, after witnessing the two colossal Pokemon fight each other, I went and snitched on their father. Last up, we had Quan for our final gym challenge, which was overall easy until it got to his Toxapex, which was a challenge for Orb, who was frozen but then clutched, unfroze at the last second, used the Sucker Punch, and then finished it off with Leaf Blade. Now that I have my full final team, it was time to take on the Elite Four. But before that, it was time to take on Wally one last time. And I'm not sure if it's only me, but does anyone else feel bad when you have to beat Wally in the game? I feel like I just want him to win one time, but we know how Pokemon games work. You lose to your rival and then you have to fight them again. So I guess there really is no winning for Wally then, which is kind of unfortunate. Once I finally escaped the Elite Four cave, you can tell I was a bit happy, you know, just running around in circles, doing a little jig. It took me a while, especially since I forgot to grab a Flash from that one town, so I was pretty happy to finally get out that cave. The time has come, and now it's time to fight the Elite Four. First up, Sydney. His team was overall easy to sweep through, so after I defeated Sydney, I went straight to Phoebe. Same as Sydney, her team was overall easy to sweep through as well, and once I got through it, I went straight next to Glacia? I guess they switched her character. I don't know what happened, but okay. Graxy did put up a bit of a fight, but I did manage to defeat him, and then I was able to move on to the next Elite Four member. Next up was Drake, and the first Pokemon he sent out was a Mega Garchomp. And surprisingly, his Garchomp was this close to killing me, so I had to switch out the Sceptile, probably my best choice since it had a Dragon type move, which pretty much swept his team. And it... is that... does he have a Guzzlord? After defeating Drake, I went straight to the last opponent in the Elite Four, which was none other than Wallace. The battle was overall easy until it got to his Ribombee, who did put up a bit of a challenge for Sky, so I was forced to switch to Orb and took it out with one Spirit Shackle. Then he had a Mimikyu, who I unfortunately made the mistake to bring out Rio, because Rio's moves did nothing to Mimikyu, so Rio did faint. I sent out Patrick to avenge Rio, but surprisingly the Mimikyu was smart enough to use Destiny Bond, which took us both out, so I sent out Sky, took out his Sylveon, and then I got to... Shiinotic out of its misery, and now I finally completed Pokemon Moon Emerald with only shiny Pokemon, excluding Decidueye. I really want to give a big thanks to everyone who stayed this long to the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. It took a while to record, but I'm glad I finally got it out, and it was pretty fun overall. Kind of stressful at times, but it was a good game, honestly. I'm glad to get it out because it did take a while, and I apologize to the ones who were waiting for it. It did take a while to edit, especially with all the mess ups while voicing over, but overall this game is fun. I would recommend it to anyone who hasn't played it. Hope you enjoyed. Once again, make sure to like, share, subscribe, especially subscribe. Subscribe rates are really low, but I won't force you. But if you did enjoy, be sure to subscribe if you'd like. And until next time, later gamers.